Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and welcome. I'm very pleased to be joined by Peter Rojko. Peter is Head of International Development at the Port of Vienna and has recently been working on a project, H2 meets H2O. They're in Vienna, and he's going to be a speaker at the forthcoming World Hydrogen Mobility event, which is taking place in Stuttgart, 31st of May to the 1st of June. So welcome, Peter. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, welcome, Nadim. Thanks for...
So in terms of the recent project you've been working on, I think it was just finished recently. You've done a sort of an initial study around hydrogen and how the Port of Vienna can fit into the hydrogen economy, as it were. So maybe could you give us an overview of the Port of Vienna for people that aren't familiar with the port, the River Danube, and also, I guess, Austria's strategic location with also the hydrogen backbone network.
Yes, of course. I'd like to just have a short introduction of the Port of Vienna. We are in the middle of Europe, and we are one of the biggest inland ports at the Danube in this area. And Vienna especially is a port, has a function as a hub, and that's also one reason why we are very interested in H2. And so we started last year to our exploratory project H2 meets H2O with similar partners within the Danube. We had the Pro-Danube company, the VIFA, the Port of Vienna, Via Donau, which is responsible for the Donau area here in Austria, the Energy Institute in Linz, and the neutral hydrogen supply along the Danube. And within this project, we learned a lot. We had the Think Port Vienna, which helped us to do different workshops where we learned a lot of what is interest for the Danube area, especially here in the Port of Vienna, regarding H2. We had two learnings. One of the learning was that we could use, or we should use H2 in future time for a new possibility for ships and trucks, for example, as a fuel. And we had got in touch with the companies which are practice working with ships along the Danube regarding tourist ships, for example, also. And they are very much interested to have H2 in future time to use it mostly or very much gas turbines for electricity and heating production. So they are also very interested in the area to change to H2. And this is also one thing we learned, and we got further steps on with these companies speaking about the possibility to deliver H2 via the ports. Is it by trains? We are well connected, especially we have a very huge container terminal which is well connected to the northern ports of Europe, and yeah, we talk about that in the future times. And this is also a aim or a result of our exploratory project.
Excellent. And was there any discussion around the sort of format of using the hydrogen, specifically as a marine propulsion?
You mean it as for the shipping companies?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Yeah, we already had contact with the white shipping companies. These are the ships which are in charge of transport the tourists, and they have at the moment electricity engine to drive the ship, and they have a diesel aggregate inside to produce the electricity. And it's more easier for that ship construction to change the energy, the diesel engine. We give a hydrogen cell inside, and it's more easier to rebuild or to refurnish those ships to hydrogen. So they are very interested, and this is one of our next steps where we go in other project with them. And of course, it's not just the Port of Vienna who has the idea to offer H2. We have in our consortium different companies and other ports along the Danube line. and we think about use the same technology, the same infrastructure, and that's why we working on that as a region or as on the stretch of the Danube.
Excellent. Well, many thanks for giving that introduction. As I said, you're going to be speaking in detail at the World Hydrogen Mobility event, which is coming up obviously in Stuttgart. Clearly, a lot of opportunities around multimodal travel. So we look forward to hearing more from you there. And so yeah, many thanks.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that, and it will be a pleasure to get also in contact with best practice examples, people from other continents, companies who are in charge with H2 to talk about possibilities, and that we don't have to develop something what still is on the ground. And I'm looking forward to the conference and see you there. Thank you.
Many thanks. Take care, and we look forward to seeing you in Stuttgart.
Thanks a lot.